Evening, thank you. Yeah, happy to be here. I'm sorry the mayor couldn't make it. He sent me in. He sent the third string in for us. But I was asked to come down here. I don't want to talk too long, but just talk about a couple of projects that are, I think, near to the heart of the people on the east side. So let's start. I don't know what to start with the good news and the bad news. So let's go with these in non-alphabetical order. The Q2Q bridge. I think I was here last year at this event in the back row as there was a lot of discussion and concern about the Q2Q bridge, the proposed pedestrian bridge between Quayside and Queensborough. So the update on that, you've probably heard, is not good. The city had $6 million in DAC funds, money that came from the casino, set aside specifically for that project. We also, because some other money from DAC funds was reallocated, the city also took another $5 million from its capital fund and put it aside. We had $11 million ready to build this bridge with. I think the city thought it was going to cost more than that, but thought that, well, if we get the money in place and get a plan together, we'll be able to find partnerships, be it the port or be it the province, defense, somebody would come along and partner with us and help fill the gap. Well, after a couple of rounds of public consultation and a couple of changes of plans for that bridge, we found a design that we could take to detailed design to the engineers. The total came back just under $40 million. $40 million is a lot of money for a city like New Westminster. So I'm not going to say the Q2Q bridge, the fixed connection, is dead. I'm just saying that it's in the hospital, it's breathing shallowly, it's sleeping for now. I haven't given up hope on the idea that we're going to find an innovative, less expensive solution to that fixed crossing at some point, but that's not something that the city's putting a lot of energy into right now. As an alternate, we've moved back to an earlier idea, which is running ferries between the Quayside and Queensborough, or Royal. So we are trialing a ferry project. I want to put make a couple things clear about it. These are not those little ferries that run around Falls Creek. We all love those little ferries in Falls Creek, but that ain't going to work on this river. This is an industrial river. There's a lot of industrial traffic on the river. The currents run 6 knots at times. There's standing waves, and people live on the quay, you know. There's wind. There's all kinds of shifting currents. So the river's not. We need something a little more robust than a Falls Creek ferry. We have dedicated some money, a couple of $100,000 to dock improvements at the other end and dock improvements at this end. So we have some money to actually build the dock improvements we both had to make it work. And we are going to have to go through a public procurement process in order to hire someone to actually do the service. We've had a couple people approach City Hall about we can do the service, but we're a city government, so we need to go through a public procurement process and make sure that it's open and everyone can bid for it. We have some models in our idea how it's going to work as a city. We have to set that up so we can let the bidders know what they have to deliver. We envision it's going to be, through consultants we talked about it, we envision it's going to take 5 minutes to cross, maybe 10 minutes in difficult situations where there's a difficult current. The idea will be either a regular run or there'll be some sort of call back at one end, so you may have to wait 10 minutes if it's at the other end. But it'll work something like that. We're thinking nominal fare. And when I say nominal fare, I mean you're going to have to put a loonie or a toonie in a box to use the ferry. That's a little bit to create a little bit of a investment in the project and not have it just as a joyride thing, but to make it this piece of transportation. We're hoping that we can have that toonie or loonie go through the compass card system, that we can work with Translink on that, but that's an ongoing conversation we have to have with Translink. The other advantage of that is it would also give us the opportunity for people who live in Port Royal, people who live in the Quayside, who use it regularly and use it as a regular transportation, or to give them volume discounts or something. So those details honestly have not been worked out. What we are going to do for the long term, in the short term, we have everything in place, and we really hope to have this thing running this summer so that we can have some idea about what works and what doesn't work, so we can fine-tune the model if we have to. I'm going to go through all three real quick, and I'll take questions on all three, okay? just because I think we'll end up talking for half an hour about one, and we won't get to the other ones. Item 2 is the submarine park. You know about hopefully most of you have seen there's a bit of a public consultation on replacing the playground. The submarine park is sitting on top of a 1350 millimeter storm drain. There's a metal drain line that runs underneath it. It goes to the river, it drains the bottom of 12th, and it drains part of the rail yard and part of the quayside. That line is failing. It's got to be replaced. That's not an option. We have to replace it. To replace it, we can't move it. There's a rail line on one side of it, there's building foundations on the other side, so it's got to be replaced pretty much where it is. Because it's work in the wetted part of the river, we need permission from the province and from the DFO to do the fish window. So that work will take place in, I want to get this right, our fish window is February to April. So that work will get done in February to April this year. We're going to have to remove the large part of the playground to do it. We're going to have to probably remove a couple of trees to do it because we're working with our arborists, working with consultants to try to figure out how to reduce the number of mature trees that we lose. But that work is going to happen. We're also going to, for probably a short period of time, lose access on the Esplanade where it goes underneath the train bridge. You're going to have to take the long way around, unfortunately, probably for a couple of weeks during the construction. It's all going to have to be done up. Now, I think you guys probably know there's been the park staff have done some open houses. I know the QCB, they came and had a meeting with the QCB about plans for a replacement park. They also went to the Parks and Rec open house. I've been told that the preferred design for replacement park is coming to council in February. I haven't seen it. I've seen some mock-up models that went out to consultation, but I honestly, they haven't reported to council yet. They'll come in February. The submarine will not be part of it, unfortunately. The submarine doesn't meet modern park standards as far as kids using a piece of safety apparatus. The model is a really difficult thing to move and replace because it's a hollow concrete model that probably will not survive trying to excavate underneath it. That said, there will be a park there. There will be swings, there will be slides, there will be a picnic area, there will be benches, there will be a sand play area. It will be a nautical theme, as with the other parks down here. So there'll be an elevated platform to catch views of the river. They're also going to be redesigning the trees so that you get better shade there for better parts of the day, and make it a little nicer area for that. So those plans will be coming to council in February. I guess pay attention if you want to see where that consultation went to. Park will be open June. That's I guess the number. We have to get that work done on the line replacement. That should be done by the end of April, and then the plan is to start the park replacement right after that, and the plan is to have that done by the beginning of June, so it's back for summer season. Third question, Poplar Landing. Poplar Landing is the last piece of grass at the far end of the quayside. That site belongs to Metro Vancouver and the city. It belongs to both. It's a shared ownership. It was put aside and used for the current structure that is out there. For those who don't know, what's out there is a big underground tank. It's called the Combined Sewer Overflow Detention Tank. And this comes from the history of the New Westminster is built before we separated our storm sewer from our sanitary sewer. And it used to all get mixed together, and it used to all go to the river. Now we send sanitary to a treatment plant, except there's still parts of New Westminster where the storm sewer still goes into the sanitary line. Now that, unfortunately, during big storm events, creates a big surge of water, and so it doesn't have to go into the river. It's stored into a big storage tank, and it is pumped out through the system when there's capacity for it. That's a temporary measure, but it's going to be temporary for another 30 or 40 years, because that's how long it's going to take New Westminster to replace its entire separated sewer system. And I can get into long stories about why that takes too long. But that's not why we're here. Poplar Landing. The site belongs, like I said, to the city and Metro Vancouver. We are currently in negotiations with Metro Vancouver for what that site's going to be. The city has a vision for what that site will be, and I think we feel that Metro Vancouver is on side with it, but there's some negotiations that take place when we're talking to Metro Vancouver about that site. The vision the city has is that it will be 2 buildings, roughly the same scale as the Milano, sort of fitting the same scale as the other buildings along the quayside. There will be a affordable housing component to one of the buildings, and the other building will be, which will be managed by Metro Vancouver. Metro Vancouver does have a bunch of affordable housing in their agenda. The other building will be market housing. Most of the site will remain park. The dog park will exist. It will probably have to be moved from where it is to another site on the spot. There will also be playgrounds and a picnic area on that grounds. There's an advantage to putting the picnic area at the far end because with the CSO building above there, we can build in public amenities like a public bathroom or a kiosk or something like that to sort of service the park. The other vision we've given Metro Vancouver is we want that part to address the river. We want that to be the place on the quayside. Because you're on the inside bend and that little bit of the North Arm, it's a calm river there. And so that's the one place on the waterfront of Westminster where it's really safe for people to go down and touch the water. So we want it so that people can go down there, can put a kayak in the water, can put a canoe in the river, or actually make it river connect the river down there. And that will complement the other one which is happening at the far end up at the end of the Brunette River. We're also putting in a facility there that you can connect the river by a kayak or a canoe. So that is our vision for that. Like I said, we're in the shoes of Metro. I think if the city had its brothers, we would be working on a development plan right now, and we would be talking about going to public consultation this year. If you don't see anything from us this year, it's because we're having continued conversations with Metro Vancouver. Metro Vancouver has more than just an interest in what happens on top of that site. They also have infrastructure under that site. And so they have a bunch of concerns around the engineering of the site and how the offsets to the sewage system works. They've got a lot of concerns, and frankly, this isn't the top of their priority list right now. So we have to make sure we keep on pushing them, and we'll try to get a plan together. And obviously, it's a new building. It will have a affordable housing component. That'll be a public conversation. We'll have to go through development plan. We'll have to go through zoning. So there will be public hearings. There will be open houses. And obviously the Quayside Community Board will be a major stakeholder in that discussion. In the shorter term, actually this is just one big thing. I know that your president, Vicki, has been talking to our engineering department, and we're trying to figure out what to do with that space in the short term. Metro Vancouver is very reluctant to allow unsupervised use of that space the way it is right now, for a variety of reasons. We take that to mean that they're okay with supervised use of that space. So we're thinking, this was asked last year, we never got it organized, and this year we think we've got it organized that we can at least use that space for parking during the Quayside Community Festival. So we're still in negotiations with Metro about what it means as far as insurance liability and having to flag people. But I know the festival was really challenged with the loss of the parkade parking and with the River Sky site parking being gone. It was hard to run it. So I am confident that this year we will be able to get it organized and at least have some temporary parking on that day so the festival can have some parking. And if you need a flag person down there, you need one person down there actually. Now that I said it, I might be the guy with the flag person down there organizing the parking on that day. So I have a high vis vest, thanks. Yeah. So I'm loud voice. Okay, so I'm happy to take questions.